Hey guys, welcome back. DripCoach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. Today, we're diving into a controversial and mind-blowing topic, the origins of Bitcoin. Did you guys know that I am kind of pro Bitcoin now? And what's important is the don't trust but verify information, the trustless blockchain and the transparency of it. So in this video, we're going to explore the possibilities that some people have out there of Bitcoin being created by the CIA. In a recent video, Mark Yusko discusses some of the shocking theories that could change everything we know about our beloved favorite cryptocurrency. So let's analyze his claims and explore the terrifying conspiracy theories surrounding Bitcoin's creation. So when Mark Yusko got introduced to Bitcoin, he did what all of us do, which is a little research. Let's listen to that real quick.
What everybody does, I did a little research, and you hear about this person, guy, self-identified once as a guy, Satoshi Nakamoto. And so I typed in Satoshi Nakamoto into Google, and what comes back is Intelligence Central. The word Satoshi means intelligence, and Nakamoto is the surname of families from the central provinces in Japan.
So that's kind of true. Let's look at that real quick. So what does Satoshi mean in Japanese? Clear thinking, quick-witted, wise, intelligent, clever, wisdom, intellect. So technically, yes, there is some intelligence there, and Nakamoto is a common surname, Japanese surname broken down into two parts, Naka meaning middle or central. So Nakamoto can closely translate it to central origin. So yep, there is some similarities there, but it's also a very common name to use, such as Satoshi Tajiri, who is the creator of Pokemon. So a little bit of a stretch, don't know, but that's where these tinfoil hat theories come from, right? Like nobody really knows too much about him. So they start digging around and looking at some of the evidence surrounding it. So one particular theory that Yusko suggests is that the NSA created Bitcoin. A few years ago, a group focused on revealing secret US intelligence projects released a video claiming just that theory. And they goes into that a little bit more in this video. We're not going to play that clip, but I'm just going to play this in the background. So the theory hinges on the idea that Satoshi Nakamoto could have sustained his high level of anonymity without some form of intelligence training. So the most predominant theory I think that a lot of people go by is that Hal Finney was the creator of Bitcoin. And I don't remember his background exclusively, but there was definitely some cryptographic intelligence, things of that nature that went with that. But anyway, the whole point of this is wondering what the eventual outcomes of Bitcoin will actually be. And despite the NSA and CIA theories, they've been debunked multiple times. And many Bitcoin enthusiasts think that even if these claims are true, Bitcoin won't be affected. And whatever the end game is that the creators have in mind, the idea is that Bitcoin is decentralized and has no back door. So that's the important piece that I wanted to actually get to, is the actual security aspect. And we're going to tap into or take a look at the cryptographic hash and what he mentioned about the backdoor in here that he asked a friend of his who happens to be cited in the Bitcoin white paper in the footnotes. This guy's name is, I think he's not a friend of his, he actually is, let me get that exact clip so I don't misquote it.
And then I'll answer the second part. I came to the thought that, wait a second, if the government figured out that their only way out is through devaluation of the currency, so they're going to destroy the dollar the same way every other republic has destroyed their currency in the history of time when they get too far in debt. And you look at the history of empires, they all fail for the same reason. They get overly indebted and their currency crashes. And so if that's the case, they get everyone to exchange fiat for this Bitcoin thing, and then they steal it all out a back door. What if that's true? Okay, so we're really lucky. So Morgan Creek Digital, one of our venture partners is this guy named Scott Stornetta. And Scott Stornetta actually coined the term blockchain with his partner Stuart Haber in 1991. Wow. If you read the Bitcoin white paper, he's in the back 3 times. There are 8 footnotes. His are 3 of them. He knows a lot about the technology. And so
So that's where I come in. Again, don't trust, verify. So I'm leveraging the intellect of Mark Yusko and other people in the space like this. So he has access to, like he said, Scott Stornetta. And you can see here, Scott Stornetta cited here, he's cited here, and there's one other one somewhere. It's 3 times. I don't remember, probably overlooking it. But the point being, as he said the other, he coined the term blockchain. So this will be someone, I mean, if he's referenced in the Bitcoin white paper and created the actual term, then I would have to assume, alongside the provable history of Bitcoin, that it does not have any backdoors, because it would have been hacked by now. And trust and believe, it's been tried. So therefore, we can deduce that the security of Bitcoin is indeed SAFU, based off of, again, some of the stuff Mark is saying and what we've seen already throughout history, and that nothing has happened to it since then. So that also brings up the security aspect and the decentralization of the actual hash network. So before we get to the hash side of things, let's actually get the definition of what is a hash rate. So hash rate is a measure of computational power of proof of work cryptocurrency network, group, or individual. Hash rate is used to determine the mining difficulty of a blockchain network and can be used as a gauge of security. So this is what Michael Saylor talks about as well regarding the security of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is the best crypto network. It's not just the best crypto asset. This is secured. This asset is secured by the most powerful computer network in the world. It's rapidly growing stronger. Hash rate's growing by 70% a year. It's growing that fast in bull markets and bear markets. It's an unstoppable thing. How much is 624 exahash? It's enough that all of the computer power of Microsoft or Amazon is not going to outdo this, right? This is a silicon machine, because the genius of an open crypto proof of work network is that very intelligent engineers can harness the power of ASIC chips that create orders of magnitude more efficiency in SHA-256 hashing. So the silicon ratchet is 2,000 to 1, 3,000 to 1 more powerful than a general purpose CPU. A GPU is not appropriate and is not capable of doing this. It's not the right technique, so you're not threatened by all the GPU capacity. And what you have here is enough hash power to create a wall of encrypted energy that's nation state resistant, that's corporate resistant, that's Dr. Evil resistant, that's hacker resistant. There is no trick, there is no gimmick, there is no social attack. This is just raw digital power standing in the way of anybody that would try to undermine the integrity of the network.
Well, I don't know about you, but that puts a stamp in it for me. So again, I am not familiar with 624 exahash, but 40 times magnitude of nuclear reactor or whatever he said. Sounds quite powerful to me. So yeah, it will require a lot of coordinated attacks. And since we can see from the actual Bitcoin mining map, there are plenty of countries that are currently mining and supporting the network. And it would take literally a miracle for all of these countries to get together in unison to basically undermine or try to hack the network, because you need all the at least 51% of those of the hash rate to work together to basically undermine the chain. And of course, if you have your nation's capital staked in that, like in Brazil, you're not going to do that. If you have a devaluing currency somewhere like the ones in Africa, you're not going to do that. So you can pretty much deduce that it is indeed SAFU. So long story short, from all this information that I've come up with, is it doesn't really matter who created it, doesn't really matter who's behind it. The point is, it's here to stay, and it's as Michael Saylor would say, the #1 performing crypto asset that's going to suck up all the financial energy in the industry. Now, that doesn't mean that you still won't be able to go out there and get your shitcoin degenerate plays on in other areas. But again, listening to these other people and doing a little research can let you see what the potential is and where this is actually going to be in the future. I know we had 37%. That's crazy. China's 21%. So yeah, Russia, China, US, and Kazakhstan. Yeah, interesting. So anyway, hope that provided some value, some clarity. And unfortunately, I know it didn't go down the tinfoil hat of who actually is the creator of this, but nobody knows. And I don't think we'll ever find out. If the Bitcoin wallet that holds the original 1 million Bitcoins in it ever gets moved, then we'll know. But I believe that, again, it's Hal Finney, and unfortunately he passed away. So therefore, those keys went with him in his head. Because it hasn't been moved yet. But like I said, the big thing to look out for is when Bitcoin breaks like 100,000 and 1 million. If all of a sudden you see some rumblings in those tokens, then we will definitely know. But we haven't seen it now. And if somebody held them from pennies on the dollar all the way up until 72K, they got some diamond hands, or they are no longer here. So smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.